Hey there, guys. Coach Edwards here with LacrosseGoalieTips.com and LacrosseGoalieUniversity.com, and welcome to another episode. Took a little break during Super Bowl week. Big Patriots fan here, so pretty excited, obviously, about the result. Hope you are too. Probably not, but that's okay. Hey, just quick shout out to we got new subscribers from Troy, New York, Apopka, Florida, Newberry, Florida, and Londonderry, New Hampshire. That's just a handful of new subscribers to the blog, and I want to welcome you here as well. I've got a lot of free videos for our subscribers to our newsletter, so if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so and get the free audio as well. But listen, this week I've got an interesting question. I actually just shot a video, an extended video for our Lacrosse Goalie University members. If you're not a Lacrosse Goalie University member, you're going to want to check that out, and there'll be a subscribe link below. That's my paid membership for goalies. I just want to take it to a next level, coaches, parents, and things like that. Have a little bit more interaction with me. Check it out, Lacrosse Goalie University. If you hit the products link at the very top, or you'll see Lacrosse Goalie University online. Check that out. But the question this week was from that subscriber in New York, and the question goes like this. Again, if we can keep the emails to me a little bit short, I can read all of them online. But the gist was this: Dear Coach, I'm from a small school in New York, and my save percentage hovers between 65% and 70%. Looking online, I see that some college goalies have percentages lower than that. Should I apply to those types of schools? Now, it's a little vague in those terms, but the bottom line is this. What I've touched on with my Lacrosse Goalie University members this month, and I want to share is your save percentage alone doesn't matter. Now, for those of you that have seen my video on why the save percentage is like the grade is not a goalie's, the scoreboard is not a goalie's grade, you'll want to check out that video, but because this video doesn't contradict there, but it just takes it to another level. So, save percentage. When you have save percentage, and again, it is your grade of your performance relative to the score and the shots that you've received. However, within that, there are certain things that you need to understand. So let's say you're a goalie and you're on a team that always gives up shots within 5 yards, and you're horrible at saving shots within 5 yards. Well, your save percentage is going to be quite low. Whereas let's say you're on a team that all of a sudden only gives up shots outside, and you're really good at those shots. Well, you're going to have a higher save percentage. So what I want you to understand is that it's really important that first and foremost you keep stats of your games. Now, those of you who heard me talk about, my mom videoed every one of my high school games, and probably a lot of my junior high school games as well, with the old VHS camcorder. And for those of you that are old enough to remember the old VHS camcorder, the thing was like a toaster oven on the side of your head, and so and she videoed every one. And what I would do is I would go home and I would then critique myself. I would do my own statistics, not just for me, but for the other goalie on the field. And what I wanted to do there was I wanted to make sure that I was the best goalie on the field for that game. So, for instance, like I played in the Independent School League in Massachusetts or in New England, and we would play St. George's. And St. George's had a hell of a team. And Billy Bush, you guys might know Billy Bush from watching E! Entertainment on TV. Don't know if he's still on, but Billy Bush was one of the star attackmen, and he used to light me up. And we would play St. George's, and we would just get crushed. But when I went home, and I would, so the scoreboard, we did pretty horribly. But when I looked at the save percentage, shots, the shots that I saved versus the shots that the other goalie saved, I was head and shoulders above that other goalie. That made me feel good. And that's what I recommend every goalie does, is you go home, you check your own stats, and then within those stats, you then understand where are those shots coming from on the field. Now, this is what I get into detail with our Lacrosse Goalie University members this month. But just to leave you with this, is that if you are not looking at your statistics, at your save percentage that critically, first and foremost, you really can't compare yourself to another goalie elsewhere in the country, because the type of shots you face, the quality of shots you face can be drastically different. I got an email, this happened last season, I got 2 separate emails, and this is really kind of telling. One was a goalie from California who had a very low save percentage, a very poor save percentage. Like it was about 40%, 42% if I remember correctly. I also had a goalie write me from Minnesota. And the goalie in Minnesota had been working with a prominent college goalie who was kind of his coach. And this goalie in Minnesota had a save percentage that was like 60 plus. Now, so they both went to the same camp, ironically. The kid from California was expecting to get lit up. The kid from Minnesota was all jacked up that they had this really high save percentage, and he ended up being disappointed because when he got to the camp, he got lit up. The California kid was like, well, wait a second, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And so what that tells you there is that within your save percentage, it's going to give you one idea of your game. But also, when you start to compare yourself amongst other goalies, and this is true within your league, within your state, within the country. This is true for college goalies, pro goalies. It's all the same. The type of shot that you face is something to look at within your save percentage, and is going to give you an idea of what you need to work on in practice, and it's going to help you discuss with your coach and coaches need to understand like what their save percentage is for their goalie so that they can know what to work on in practice, and so on and so forth. So I want you this week to go out and take one of your games, okay? Look at one of your games on tape, and I want you to email me. And if you're a parent or coach watching this, I want you to do this with your goalie. Get a game from last season. If you want to be an overachiever, get a good game and a bad game, and look at those statistics and find out within the save percentage, okay, where were the shots taken on the field, okay? And tell me what you learned, okay? So email me, and I'll discuss that maybe in a future video. We'll talk about some of those results. But remember this, the save percentage is the goalie's grade for every game, okay? So whether you win or lose, the save percentage is your game. But within that, there's things that we can learn within that save percentage. Okay, where are the shots coming from? What kind of shots are they? Things like that. So let me know what you found out when you did that critique of your own game. And again, I'll discuss it further in another video. So if you've got a question for me, email me, coachedwards@lacrossegoalietips.com. To all my coaching clients, good luck this week. You know, it's funny. We're still sitting in snow where I am, but the season's coming fast and furious. So let's get ready now. All right, I'm Coach Edwards. Talk to you soon. Do me a favor if you like this video, share it on Facebook, tweet it out, pin it, Google Plus it. I sure would appreciate it. Leave me a comment below. As always, I'll see you soon. Cheers.